introduce yourself, and from there the discussion start proper. And welcome to the Peace Talk Show.
Abarka Bake, Justice.
Thank you.
Kome afonyami nying kachamu kachakuma baleti Kenya onya hadamadingo la nyatota ning Cairo man sabati nyatota tekenola telem Suleiman Jufti bejang IEC Toyala ning ku mimonti Pamakan Khan mimu director of training, communication and public affairs wala nyanta tarlan jang bare abulo be mutaring abe doko la Kerwan as principal registration officer wala yatina inate diamuta akoye ko abulo be mutaring dulato bare abe jikiring mo kotenna commentol we work as a team so I doko nyindi nabi purungana Nyinkacha Kumatu.
Thank you.
Telem Suleiman Juf, Director of Administration at the Independent Electoral Commission, and also the Secretary to the Inter-Party Committee.
Okay.
Inter-Party Committee, Emilongo, it all fana be ila yesimolo dami wale nyintu Cairo sabati
nyintu. That is wonderful. Oto mbaringol mbele nga moyo nyama kono bi tonya nga mole fana so de jamia lonko mo farmansari mbale mati andum ko be saborin comme na election la ten kadu nyaato be bundal yellale bi abe tarlala janne pour que doubt sol clear wolon kana miral ku wala questionable jabi woto wokola Mr. Khan, you are welcome to the Peace Talk Show, and komi ya ko nyameng nga Director of Communications le call akonye ko be busy rine, but to be frank enough nyimu soldi mi an ko nyanda tala jele and to participate because ñing programme nga ñing create le pour kamol kewende kamol kachandi kamol fahamdi andum pour na banko Cairo ñing tanko sabati jang woto bi na topiko munti wala ñinti citizenship, voters registration and peaceful election ni nata jibe banko jamal bi je na ñin surrounding to jang aning halatra banko mi ñanga fo ngay yurwata carte fay wato ka wati le mi alon ko fitnol ka wuli molka boyño kan andum ku jamal kana ka mi yanka ka ku manelati andum commune dolla banko mum bankol dimi alon koy ka fa smiling coast of Africa akumata bakel pour mol nga wuli nga ñoo kewyande nga ñoo kaccandi pour na banko me tembe da min to tembe go science and mol ka moy le problème ni ngol ka fontinan la dol de registration Kenya ñin den andum el carte fa fo man si folo so ni registration o mol man ñoo fa hamu fu carte fa fa tata ndaw kono ten mol bi na mu ne fola registration o manke ku wala tinna so wala na bi akumada bakele pour ngey soto jang pour nga banko dingol kaccande kaccami alon ko abe kumayala bakele pour mbe nga faham kadum be kam ñini Gambia kon jang wala ñindi ko Cairo soto so today the topic is citizenship, voters registration and peaceful election. Kadi kacha commencer Mr. What is his name?
Juf Suleiman.
Mr. Suleiman Juf, Director of Admin ngatele soto B andung mbe ñini kala minna folong you can share your impression on the Peace Talk Show wala ila content ko Peace Talk Show ñing kacha sifa teng isa share and also isa fo molier comme how far have you been IEC albe stage jumal to the bank because every day in salten dungal jay albe update ol fundandi kan weekly basis thing, but still it will be important also on such kind of platforms ka kacha anika kolta ni molla because maybe modol mang amoy wala imang opportunity soto so ela kontano is atani no Peace Talk Show and then also is afumole how far IEC has gone with the registration process.
Yo abaraka bake Justice
Abaraka
so I will follow your footsteps.
Okay.
So I'll speak Manglish. You know what Manglish is?
Mandingat English.
Yes.
No problem.
I'm saying a very good thank you to the people of the Republic of the Gambia for having responded to the call to citizenship by the IEC. If I mean a call to citizenship by the IEC is the IEC informed every Gambian that okay, it is time now for us to come and be registered in preparation for the conduct of presidential elections and subsequent elections. Presidential election will be on the 4th of December 2020. So 2021.
Exactly.
Please, my apologies. But that being the case, before we get into conduct of elections, we must prepare a register of voters. So that is where we are now. We started the conduct of registration of voters on the 29th of May 2021, and this will continue until the 11th of July 2021. As we are speaking now, like I said earlier on, we are grateful. I want to speak on behalf of the Independent Electoral Commission that we are expressing our appreciation to Gambians that have responded to our invitation to registration, to make sure that they are going to be voters. As at now, today is Friday, this 25th?
Today is 25th.
25th of June. This is the 4th week so far. But as up to last week, Friday, we had received applications and processed applications of voters, registered voters. We issued voters cards up to a little bit over 500,000.
That's great.
This is where we have gotten to.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Admin, let's come to, let's say we put it in Mandinka, because it's going to be very important for people to hear it coming for them, because Akumaita Bakele. This is a second no domandin come like it coming from Angale Kamala Tank, Puru Badi Mandinka Lamoilani, Bondol Fanang is a understand no.
Yes, coming halfway no Nyami, comment to Namani Kakangwa Sekeno, what is Seniala or Nyama Bare, Ba Katak. Mekatandin kelaje ro momo yalon ko mandinka folati as a demanding moje wala nyinto ko be Gambian ol be tentula katu nyen kamako IEC luwa ntol na nyantolem luwa le sembo din tolla pour kanyin doku ke carte di molla anin ka carte fayo cool fem ferendi mimbe carte fayo dala ntole martala wala nyinte ko ngako masanya wala mba no be tentula Gambianol ntole ngal commandi ko aliye ko wato sita pro aliena ala banku diya aliya futandi anyanta futala dami comme duale ali sembonte antiko yesembo sotole inyantolem carte fayo mu inyantolti ila kumo dango asembo dango be carte fayo lemde ngal komandi nyami alna ali ala cartel soto al fintitana mbal tentula IEC toyala na bota wala carte fayo janna bekela be momurondi nyanta carte sotola comme nga fo nyami December nay tili nani soto nyin sangom be min kono
exactly
2021 be fintila na ka fo mole ko sanya alungo sita alna nga carte fay pour to mondiro seke momurondi tol lafta minna ayke na president wati wala na nyaton koti na boto wala fana carte fay dol fana bekala barembe min tembo min to koma nga fala ali ko annum bara ala baraka alien danku nyami IEC do ko nyin akomase ta bring me karo ay tilim wang nin kononto soto oto lenga do ko nyin commencer ando ko nyimbitala for July na tili tanning clean soto abe panna watole so be min tembo to sanyi tending kamunta ko follow mol mi dan control la enata fonga carte di tolla wala mo wuli kemel lulu katay ay santo
okay
atambita wala
okay thank you very much mbele nga moy wonyama IEC la official wala nyata ko mo farmansari mbale mati IEC atele wo fo mole comme momi registration ko science teng mini carte soto atada fo mo wili keme lolu kala mbe kumo sen la kan ko denje comme IEC kumol funti tale mi yalon ko siata andum mi yalon ko voters registration on in Kenya andum yeta soto jana kuma ta bakele what are the requirements wala mo nyanda mun simfa mo nyanda mun sotla pour ye voters card o soto abe lari mun adanin sartal lebe lari pour mo ye voters card o soto
o nyin karo nyin kuma ta bake inyanta kala Gambia banku dingoti pour nyin document o soto follow inyanta kala banku dingoti nyami the 1997 constitution of the Republic of the Gambia aya kumo itanintol lako jamalem banku dingoti
okay
that is in section 8 of the 1997 constitution of the Republic of the Gambia that's chapter 3 and then you will read this on and on and on it's a very broad topic so iketa banku dingoti sanyi ina tantulla dokulal be dami pour ye iko nte nata carte nyini pour ning carte faylu mo sida sa fayno bari be mune jindila je be mune itandila ko itemu banku dingoti number 1 wala nyinte ko birth certificate
okay birth certificate ulu kaito okay
ise wo itandino bare ntol yalong janim be mol be dollar to taring minu be do ko ke kan pour IEC ntol lingi train ni ko birth certificate BBB nte Suleiman Diouf aseke non te manke banku dingoti bare nata wulu jang mbani fa manke banku dinti ni wulu ta jang birth certificate o min be dilantela Gambian facility lebe birth certificate dinantela bare ibaitan la jeko ntela wululan manke banku dinti
okay
so wala nyente ko nte manke banku dinti
okay
so nte birth certificate samban wala
e voters card
no nda soto wala
okay
ngana staff will be it and wala so near Gambian birth certificate soto and you are of age 18 years and above or you will be 18 years old by the 4th of December definitely will give you the voters card a boarding caller walem ID card Gambian ID card and a valid one for that matter ID card enyan ise wo fana landino dolla molia ko ite mo Gambian olati ye process ye voters card ni so ni wo masoto amantra bulu ise passport Gambian passport o fana bondi nanno ya itandi a valid one is a process no but wo kola imagine be soto dol bi je imagine kaytol soto bara kumata ni timu gambu banku dingoti dukare mbel ya madla bi alwuli ale nyanyin document wal soto
kolon kaytol
elen kaytol nyin bara bonin kola ni ma soto luwa ko ntoliye ko attestation form is a wole use no but attestation onyi alkalo wala sefo atela ayela banku di ya ase lono ako itemu banku dingol ibe sapatini jele to wala wuluta je safe bare nyin kaytol attestation form IEC lay data
okay,
they are under the custody, these attestation forms are under the custody of the Independent Electoral Commission.
okay,
Each and every team has been given a package as per, in the event that a person, a claimant comes and they are not in possession of all these documents we made mention of, so they can ask for an attestation form and then resort to the alcalo or chief
first time.
for the form to be administered.
Okay.
To attest to their.
Okay, attestation I come in for them. Amanke alcalo le kadi, but IEC le kadi.
Ndo le kadi.
Ndenga amara come in form onying IEC le alcalo le kadi attestation onying, and then neo nat nang alla registration dola ni ya present. Okay.
No.
Okay, atol le ka present. So amta ko yemi fo jante wala nyindi ko pour Gambia no ye kayto soto pour wala voters card carte fayran kayto soto inyanta Gambian wulu kayto soto la because wulu kayto si fa fla le beje aka min foten wala nyindi ko ni wulu da jang ibe wulu kayto soto la baro wulu kayto nyi ibe min tan la je wala nyindi ko e manke Gambian noti andum ID card wala nyindi ko Gambian no dam mala so soto no Gambian ID card passport fana niyo fana bonni passport mi a lonko ama expire ñing kaytol ani attestation mi a lonko tol kadi ñun le sa tandino moye voters card o so pour ni carte fa aussi ta eta fayroke say mba ñin kala min nak wala ñin diko mbe mo farmansari mba ñin kala ñin wala ñin diko comme na man kay ñin kaytol di fo sim fa ñaarol fana bi jël mi a ko mo se bank ay voters card o so no
niko
okay
niko comme ngagnin kaytol min fo yalon ay kenya nyambe futala woto
okay
e bat ngake kilinke
no problem so comme yi kaboje sain kata ale registration o commencer le andu model ko from 29 May to 11 July is too short pour ali Gambia be bang because this year election in Canada people are projecting over 1 million people will be registered. So as a result, this is June 25th, and then we are left with just precisely less than 3 weeks proof voters registration on your bank. So it is come like that projected 1 million also no.
Mbe chikirin ko mba soto nola. Katuko come nga fo nyami. Bilem 25th wolem nyin dokun nani njangoti bi. Lokun killing komanto oto len koy ko nata nga mo jelle soto minina register mo wuli kemelulu kata ay santo no soto so natara lokun dantan fanan tuta nyato mi yalon ko ani lokun nani fanan manjam fanyola oto million woni kata ay santo jikita ko tola.
Thank you very much. Fele I kumol I register I told fango I work jabi lo miango jabi kew yari ngol le muyti. So come like registration process ning aliye mol samba different places le andum nyumun dokul de mialongo amang easy. Sign den Gambia no be mo be kam netande wala nyinde ko ndefo nga carte fay because na banko di ya comme fongo ya fo nyameng fonga na banko di ya fortale and fonga carte fay. So mol kana jele ka registration voters card o nyini anyhow some understand because dol bi ni mani criteria meeting alla mol fanante sonna comme ali advice nyame before bita because ali train teng so iti am ali mum problem si fal le soto nyin ku si fal kono teng
ning problem ol bi je yalong of course nta mabunola e ka football jubela ba inene football okay
yes football
inene football okay
football I'm not very good at
e bare inene ake
yes
anu wati chotota if football ke i gagneta wati biji yete fanan lipa bare football on referee le kataraje wonde ba inene complain ke against referee bang inene ake bare ko nyoko inene football ke inene akele nte nene ngakele nga football kele no nene nga complain ke against referee jama wole nyinte ko ninte manganye referendum anyanta parela wola complain ol wote bayla comme ya fo nyami ni ka fo nga bata dal soto yes nta mabule ni nata ka fo ko attestation if you go to section 12 of the Elections Act cap 3 volume 1 laws of the Gambia 2009 abe itandile comme mbota kacha minto mo min nyanta ka carte soto nga be fole ni manyin documental soto you resort to attestation attestation should be administered by an alcalo of a village or a chief of a district. And subject to all of this, I'm saying, the Independent Electoral Commission has no powers to reject any claimant when these documents are presented. It is clear, definitely clear by section 12 of the Elections Act, where a mayor has not been mentioned, and I want to make it clear, a mayor has not been mentioned as per who should administer these attestation forms. We're now talking of Banjul.
Yes.
Elafta mone nyine ngala je wala nyinde ko for mayor as attestation o Kenoba. The mayor is not mentioned in section 12 of the Elections Act. But that is not where the IEC will stop at, because we want to make sure that no Gambian citizen and qualified for that matter is unjustly disenfranchised, because we believe election in the Gambia should be and will always be all inclusive. And to make sure that people living in Banjul that are not in possession of these documents enshrined in section 12 of the Elections Act, the IEC definitely relied on section 127 of the Elections Act, where it is indicated explicitly that in the event of an issue not being addressed by this act, that is the Elections Act, or any other law, I believe it will include the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia and the Local Government Act. In the event these legal instruments are quiet about an issue pertaining to election, the Independent Electoral Commission has been given that mandate in keeping with natural justice and fair play. Natural justice and fairness will decide. And this, I'm talking about subsection 1 of section 127 of the Elections Act. Going to subsection 2 of the said section is the Independent Electoral Commission's decision in this matter is final. And I repeat this with just for the simple reason for people to understand the decision of the Independent Electoral Commission in this issue, where law has been quiet about any issue, is final and cannot be questioned by any court of law. I have heard discussions. I have heard from people up to a point saying that the Elections Act in this case is unconstitutional. The Elections Act is definitely constitutional. Without the Elections Act having been mentioned by the said constitution, the Elections Act wouldn't have come into effect. It's as a result of a provision in the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia that the Elections Act came into effect. To anybody that is out there saying that the Elections Act is unconstitutional, I stand to be corrected, but the Elections Act is existing because of it is provided for by the Constitution.
That is clear. That is clear. We are glad that you actually have backed yourself with legal terms, which is very substantive, because Nibe Kuofola just don't mention by fact by mouth, but you have to cite facts, understand?
Yeah.
And then IEC is a legal entity. Mialongo is surrounded by laws, and what you are doing, everything has to be well guided by legal provision of this land. And I'm sure you people will not actually do anything Mialongo is contrary to the laws of the land. Aside from that, registration process is going on, and technically it's very important for IEC fanang alla location or nyenteng for to know them, because there are certain places itatay lota maybe alialla position okay lada damia lonko is not a neutral center, so people minya lonko they will be going there to register. Sometimes they can sit, even IEC is partisan in this, or IEC is favorable to this. How do you ensure that all location or your centers for registration are not favorable to any side, but they are actually neutral place, meaning they are identified by either alcalos or people who are in charge of that jurisdiction to make sure that these places, nobody will come and complain for IEC from Jibe Tara Si Dami to Damiango, Nin La Carle Tam and Nin Party Carle Fenkol Titeng.
Ngalo ne ite bosa isabatira dollar. And momoro ning mimbe je mafango ale nyolon. Karibe pati kari, karibe pati kari. Ai sinka hakil tu ba bakele. Ni kuoto. Bibi bitin telebe mararing kate diola Banjul.
Okay.
And do hoke daming Willem public place.
Okay.
Public place.
Okay.
Na registration centers katarajeto. Lokum dantang tambita sama mamandinta. Tol mi atina nyilungol kono be do ko la mangdung karambungol to pour ka carte dio keje wala nyinte ko, if you consider last year school children lost a lot of direct contact hours. So tol man la fi kawul ongoing sessions interrupt wala tina fintita nga tarabantol to But watinin tambita sama mamanta wala nyinte ko butungo ni katen tuliye banta jorango lebe mbulu ntata ndiamuta karamungol ye ko butungo tol be damin tol balanta no minna sama fele abina sutiakan asekeno wati ne amamanta alse hakil tuntoliye as hako tuntoliye alien kundi dula doto na do ko nyi continue no isonta so bare nyin kamala ko e ko comme ko tol nga hakil tu nyin kamala ko kanata justice ya kanata Suleiman Diouf ya all right pour kana do ko keje Katuko is private property. We don't use private property. We don't use private. Of course, I mean, you must have heard some reports from other ends of this country that, okay, a team went to one place and it was a private property. And that never went well with the people around. So, but it was corrected. Right? and it is wrong to go into private property. We will use public property.
Thank you very much. Aside that, I'm content about the pro I see bundal de mi alon ko mansa kundale londi puru ka je ko nyim banko nagra karre fa kunyal be itolle ba akoni tamandila so wokola itol ni bitayla activity la wala do ko la e manyana tala la dami alon ko abe kala mole tare bot mansa kundala la wala mo be la anyanta kala woldi wokola Mr. Diouf tantula mba jayla ñina daka fale madi jabate mi alon ko anyanta tarlam fejang human right defender mati pour kacani kola. Unfortunately, emergency la sort of emergency mi alon ko atinano madi mba konton namba jel ay ngani nyi mamin sort of pour kanaka join mol kanjang, but unfortunately komi manding kol ka fa nyameng jonke la foro ke barala mo man sata laldi so mba konton namba jela anu me jibe la kana konton namba jela komi ala loko kay rakacham kamin ki jang wala bijang still be ning IEC la mo farman sari mbale bijang mi alon ko be kachake kam bunda dala mi alon ko bunda kumare mbale mati andum abe kuma le fuka nyam mi alon ko kuma kew yarim balem kuma sahayarim balem mi alon ko mo nyante mo anu ningi moy fanan nkane tum fangol dama bot nim molié tala na dinkiral mbadingol signolu ndokolu kotolu pour mo be sañu ko mom because kew yam kul de mi alon ko nyanda janjandi la ko boje mbe ñine mbe ñim mo farman sarum ñine kala min na wala ñiti ko tenke ko comme dina jibe comme IEC ale ko ya kol soto kan ngi ñine nga wala janne and then comme amara say ñing kol ya kol ale min soto kan teng wolbe setul no la ñaadle atali amara comme like wol se setul no ñaadile
mba setul no la ñaming fending mi mu kol ya koti wala ñinti ko na dokulal ngi ya marile kendeke never depart from law ya ko ya kuo panga ko nyame politicians complain upon complaint upon complaint but then mba setul no la nyame wala luati na boring kola comme nga fo nyame each and every stage of the electoral process is guided by law. The least attempt you take to depart from law, then you are not doing justice to people. You are not doing any good to people. You then become an offender. You don't depart from law. So it is the law that we have to resort to and make sure that there is peace in this country. We're talking of the IEC. We value fair play. That being the case, ninga fair play apply. We level the ground so everybody is being treated equal.
Okay.
A rule for one is a rule for all. Okay. That is the principle.
Okay.
So that is what we will apply. Nga could be tenkundi. Complain ol benala. Nyimanke banko dinti. Nyimanya na karre sotola. Nyimanya. No. At the end of the day, we have what we call we will display this a provisional list at all registration centers. Ninga all display justice tinano kajibu ako Suleiman Diouf to manyan nakela jang wala Suleiman Diouf ato nyanta kela jang bare maje. You have the right to object to whatever has been provisionally displayed. And then your objection has to be taken to the revising courts. Luabe wale nyaman. Ni amoy kari bota Guinea-Bissau, amanke jandinti, abota Senegal, abota Casamance, abota Mali, amanke jandinti.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Diouf, moving from that end, come like coming in challenges all lela and come like still trying to see how best we come to solutions. Come like mobility tamandiro Kenya ka fengol deliver at the place at the right time. And in fanan come like internet system on say fine computer ning aning some of those problems, how is IEC trying to make sure that, or what solutions or mechanisms do you put in place to make sure that all these things are intact?
Okay, you talk of mobility. Of course, we have vehicles around, and then our teams are moving at any time. They are scheduled to move to any place without hitches. And we have what you call SROs that are responsible for various teams. Each and every SRO, Senior Registration Officer, is assigned or allocated a vehicle for them to go around. And the Independent Electoral Commission is providing and will continue to provide until the end of the exercise communication facility.
Okay.
But when we talk of internet, right now, whilst we are in the field, it is not internet that we need in the field.
Okay, okay.
But then it is needed at our head office. That is when we talk of cross-matching. Have you been registered?
Registration? Myself?
Yeah, have you had your own?
No, I'm going to collect my own tomorrow.
Please, if you do, be rest assured that your own details will be cross-matched against my own and any other person. Each and every registered voter, your own details will be cross-matched against each and every registered voter.
I don't understand that.
Yes.
What is cross-match?
Cross-matching, this biometric cross-matching. To look into your own, you would definitely.
Yes.
Your thumbprint will be taken, your iris will be taken, all right? Your facial details. So all of these biometrics details collected from you will be cross-matched against each and every other person that has been registered to make sure that Justice or Suleiman Juf has not gone through multiple registrations.
Okay.
Which is a crime.
Which is a crime. I understand.
Punishable by law.
I understand. Well, you can follow you come like registration on iba kala singa killing in kala walde. Katung ebe fanna jamal tala mun mi alon ko ka jibe ila registration on Kenya ya Kenya men. Mota register no la jang ida base register je ni boda base fana ida maybe kiang register je ni ake iba understand na because ibuloli be wala tala aning fanna jamal de mi alon ko ka jibe komi ko ite register signa keline andon komi nga fo nyamen IC la official le bitang andon nyimun kuldi mi alon ko akuma da bakela pour ka kacha because pour nga kairo so do na bago kanyang ala carte fa la fanna la IC mum fanal de mi alon ko itol nyanta tarla loring is singola la suta tilika je ko imam mistake so to imam fennat na banko kanja mi alon ko abekela misunderstanding because carte fa yo komi ya fo nyamen fu do be caring team be play kan wol ka fa do mal lose so hana la comme like coach ya nyakuyam wala ref ya nyakuyam o dole rek e ka fu ko nyi ref ko dolla kuman dia kabrin dum fa wala na manya diantol ye IEC ngajele previously mistake all but nanje mistake all minya lonko isiatale you understand because niko election committee election house wala minya lonko is responsible of elections. It's a very difficult task. Sakoronko banko be nyabe kan itulo be kan andi betele jibe kan all of a sudden ite nana yafo come like we have this mistake and ite amara come like yo for mini they will not take it lightly. You understand? IEC be mun kan kaje ko this election although you are not perfect bound to have mistakes. You understand? But ale mun kan kaje ko this time around we are mistake free.
You have said it all. We are mistake free. We have prepared ourselves. Okay. Mistake free. Ya fo nyami wala mistake no bara comme ya fo nyam adama dingo man timma bara en se mol fanan dani nin kammala ko alkanantol hawjandi yalo ni mo hawjandi mistake ko se soto no so walem nyinti fanan ko alkanantol hawjandi wonde ba
that's very clear. Moving from that end now, coming nga preamble di nyame wala ñu ko for there to be a peaceful election or for us to have a peaceful Gambia, the election has to be transparent, free and fair. So there is a area me alonko you people you have is a connection to that is transparency. You understand? The election area of transparency. What are you doing to make sure that election is transparent?
Right now, we are registering voters. There is no provision in our laws for agents. But then we have accommodated agents. We have accommodated observers, monitors, to let stakeholders know and see what is actually happening on the ground, for a start. Now, boring caller. Each and every stage of the electoral process in the Gambia is transparent, in the sense that political parties, they know what I'm talking about. Ninga polling station also to da we invite them to make sure that they are represented at each and every station. Kabring ayelta wati minna fa close ta wati minna. Pour ñing kam mo kana tara kumpo kono. Ni mu political party leti, ni mu independent candidate leti, we will invite you to send someone you trust to represent you at each and every center, polling station. A korasi na botaje ana foyeko ñin ketaje. Ñing kamala nakar kuti je, suñar kuti je. Abe ko e molma. Ni mbota jeto resource bina dila wati minna at each polling station akasafe jele ni ata ite le lota pour kari je ifango nyala ya sign ko ha nyinne sotota jang they give you a copy and then a copy is brought to the IEC and a copy is pasted right at the center for the people that voted there to be informed. This is what we call counting on the spot, not counting behind the scene.
Thank you very much.
So this is how transparent it is.
Transparent. Okay. We are coming to that very soon. Mbal konton na mbal jela na jibir lal komi nga fale nyamem bi ngamo farmansari mbale soto cang andum be kacala ki kam yango kacha kuma bale mati ando nyinta kala kudi mi alon ko mbadan la janne fanan komi mol fanan minube banta alfane nyanto soto le pour ko kolke nan nga ñoo yaaye nga ñoo kew yande because itol min bije IEC they are not perfect and itol fana nyante la mol la suggestion ning ideal wala be gal samba no la nyaado wala bat la komi mol nga improve mbe nga improve so komi alfana you are welcome now momo ñinin karo soto wala comment soto you can come in, you can call in number be safari jele lines are open now moving from that come like ya fo nyame spot counting. So are we going to maintain that one also again?
Oh, that is.
And what type of system, voting are we? Is it the marble or the papers?
It is the marble.
Okay.
Right now, it is the marble. That is the current law.
Okay.
It is the marble. That is the current law.
Okay. That's very fine. Okay. Come like ngafo nyameng Mr. Diouf. Come election onying it is very tedious. Science and tengal na alamul sino is a problem. You understand? And then your people are moving length and breadth of the country. But science and thing, come like public fana nyanda muna understand la la quarter because but public nyanda muna understand. And what message do you have for the public? Okay, more will have a call la science and thing. Let me receive that call. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Peace Talk Show. Mijandorong. Tanante?
I have a question.
Okay, question or yes?
It's about the attestation.
Okay, attestation on
I know it's I totally can provide.
Okay.
So if we are serialized.
Okay.
So all serials do need another attestation form of samana. You need cross check that with their records maybe.
Come here as serialized, so fake a cross check le bang. That is your question.
Attestation or nada for every section here, every police station nada specific attestation formula normal. So that for example, it a tanola abuko jang ya sama brikama.
Okay.
Ya sama kalo ya je where stamp we let her register another place.
Okay. You
So
understand?
what do they do? Cross check.
Okay. I la kumo mo le ando ada jabiro di le science ai. Okay. Yes. Yo me la ko alla senko attestation al community ika serialize le. So al kam falke cross check le something like that.
Yes, nge cross check. Ya long ne form killing o nyinta ni mo motara ka foko ka photocopy ka ti mo koten. It is colored. And it's serialized. Each form has its specific. It has specific number. It has its specific digits. Ning inata, ya collect. It will be savela details. Be savela at our own note. I cannot note that. Pour ni murundana. Ngalong ko ite ya ta janneto. Ngalong ko ite ya ta janneto.
Okay.
Because of ni data murung kata samba dula kote ima collect dami. No. Wol bal na ko ima ta jeto. Then you will be asked questions. Yengi samba na mintole. Ya bondi nandami murunje. Manko ko ka bondi ja yeta base. Yeta nyini je.
Okay, wonyi ninkaro kuma da bakelanda kewiyata komi yo jabi nyamenten science and time of felenting it is almost going be so na lundangol be kan fala mbulu bakele because man line yele juna and then time of nankara is to be mun jumolti and nite message so to put ka for gambian ol yeten I see always menin tembo mun kono nal diamu the people listen to you. What message do you have for the Gambians to make sure that they hear this message, they understand them, and they go by those words? I know this is going to be a message, it's going to be a very powerful message. A modo fanan fela call the science and thing. A powerful message, it's yes. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Yes. You are welcome to the Peace Talk Show. Okay.
Yeah, man, the other guys, complain about registration forum and the ruling parties that contribute about that. So when I hold it like that, I don't know why.
Coming registration, Eco coming like other parties are contributing and ruling party.
Well, at the back of all of that, about foreign registration.
So ebe wala nyinin kakante. So, what is going to be the reaction of the ruling party or ruling party for Nyanta Munsim final letala?
Thank you. Because former ruling this man is not a complainant. These men are these are talking about the foreigners. But this election more jam but the government they never interest about this topic,
So I mean okay.
At the same time, I'm the life and I registration of the first time the way happened. I don't know what first.
Okay, I'm the life. Both
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Ila kumo mo ila anda bela kumo jabila. Okay. Yes. Akaminyi nikawala nyindiko. Inko ya mo ile.
Yes. When we talk of political parties, we are all stakeholders in the electoral process. So. Ninte mamu fenso to mbe min fola fento wote forcer la ka fen foje onde ba bananga fenso to ka fen fento ba fola that is the right to my opinion and that is it not so onde ba nte mo forcer la fen fo ntol be mo ndol ay isin kamin dani mole alfintina ni mu gambian oldi na ye carte soto inyantole ngadila hani kodi nding ita jola je dala si ita jola all right okay nako dula dobi je for Amdallah I know director of training communication and public affairs that you were communicating with until I akwanye ko nga loye jambi atele me mararinje North Bank region before we went out designated centers for registration, we went on a tour to familiarize ourselves with the prevailing situation, conditions of each and every region.
Yes, okay. More call. Yes, assalamu alaikum. You are welcome to the Peace Talk Show.
Hello.
Alaikum salam.
Yo,
Inumbara.
Yo, mbalbe konton na ila dunda.
Mbejola.
Okay, nya ni karole soto wala mo nyindi ko yalo la jama bi like sate bal ni na like gunjur nyolu.
Okay.
Nyolu lamen nyolu complenol be siarne ko machine clean be dula dol. Okay, yena lamen Babylon fana jibor mo machine fanso de ko kana lamen. So anu sade jamala bi ko bokko man santo do bar ko bokko men ya lon ko probably molba estimate kan ko ate banno la janni to le date mendi. So in case ni wokeda fo IC be parel na pour ka wato nyi la fa bang.
Okay.
Fo malon fa any idea so do bang ya pour saji ko molbe register nyame bang de mo kana tare go mol la règle. So anu pour session mamba yaro manke bang de na fal de homo ida IC le mo government ay time mo alloki.
Okay.
So new work agara further any plans for the session la faba.
Okay.
So
ela kumo ke wada bake nyini ngaro mba ayo kumo men anda ba jabi lale. Yes, ibe US on
the line.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Bring on no familiarization to we were able to designate registration centers, and we are not going beyond the designated registration centers, because if we do, each and every voter's card that is issued at an undesignated registration center is null and void.
Okay.
So we will not do that. So Timo Jedawda, IEC le Timo Kiji. I wato le sotoje, na wato botaje ebeta.
Okay.
Yo.
So moving to Atayim for the science, because I was telling you that we are projecting over 1 million voters, and as a result, I see this year. Is it up to 2 months or less than 2 months registration process on Yimbe?
That from the 29th of May 2021 to the 11th of July 2021.
So akamin nyini ka wala nyini ko
44 days.
Okay. What is less than 2 months? Yeah. So akamin nyini ka wala nyini ko for come like ni IEC come like mol min nyinta register la man registration o soto for IEC be at a time on kafula ko den pour min yalon ko banko dingum nyanga ila nyandol pour ka carte fay pour your chance and opportunity soto to go and vote.
So Mr. Jallo?
Yes.
Justice. You know, each and every stage of the electoral process is guided by law. You know, when I came to you saw the Elections Act, you saw the Constitution, and you were like, wow, you are well equipped. Huh?
Yes.
So I don't want to speak beyond the laws. I don't want to speak. I want to take this opportunity to appeal to people. When we started, from people that came to look, apply for these cards. Now, I'm appealing further. Let people come out. Let people come out. Al fintinang, aliana kardeoning, al nyantolem, al na, aliala kartio soto. Purka foko ka watu extend. Ntafuno la jang. Because munti watu mi soto tabi. Walem bulto nyewati. So nkana bulte nyobula sinto nyewo.
Okay, call do fana fila dunkan ngal wolbe kala last call ti hello, assalamu alaikum.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to the Peace Talk Show, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling from Tokyo, Japan.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, so mbala so namoikan.
Okay.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. But Gambia ding be dunia dawda mod be dawda na I see the Gambia the system of the design right now.
Okay.
Because of dunia dawda and the IC ini lon the gag for lundown be the fun ya long 100% the lundown the warning kai to 90 ka. El koko alio accept to register. Dalo mu ko de mengalon ko akiyo ya to bakele. Hanuma ding nyande ke mere bak yela banko kano. Mo kana bank ila banko ta ya wafi. ita fo an lo ne Gambian to be nyolo ne Gambia mo war Gambia mo saden dinne di kan mo sade do le je wollo fo war Gambia yo bari ni na la jube sai ti al no ko nde benga nyolo ne moy ne te fo yal ne ko ji 100% ni Gambian ko di bari ko kay do le babu yo alaw mo la kay do da mi ngal ko banku din kendo le mo fam Gambia ni la mo to na da sa wot kay do so la tar lu ndal na fengo ta fa banta I see amount of men bring it amount of men sai ni lu ndal na kay do ta lu ndal sai mi ngal ko banku din 100% banku din sai ko man na kay do so sai alors on peut le ngal ko man ninya no ici ni lo ne 100%
no problem
ate be me ni be abe men fo kan ten ka ko ha ni lafta ngadia ni mo mala ngadia al nga to nya fo nyoyen kana nyon na kari be ker mol be ba nyam mol be ba je kanne be me tama kanja ma ninya kana na banko tinya no si al to nya fo
no problem ila
abe men fo kan da fa ko ay ko mo fa ay senia ko man senia ka fo ndina ko mo ni la kan ngani jal man da ngai jal ay to nya fo nyoy men ya non ko wolle mo rulim padi ko wote diamula ne forcer ka ko diam man ko li ati fa ya ay sel ya non ko ni man Gambe do ni ne siyo fa na man aman sanji tan ni sayf ali o long ali a long no afala ko ade
no abaraka bake a call solve siarine andi lokumo yemin foten a moyle bake comme kamin fo rek a wala nyinti ko IEC e bidam banko mol la do banko mol le pour ka do ko ke mol ye so banko dingol la nyantolo pour fanan ka diamu ka tandi IEC la comme mistake wala improvement bunda wala dan mi alon ko nyanta improve la je so akamin fo wala nyinti komi ko Gambeno neo jere ke ka sutele so as a result IEC fana be wone ke komi ko kana mo register mi alon ka manke banko dingote what are you doing on that and I think that is the last area now because time fele abandale and
yes you know this is what I will call the people's attention to, that don't sleep over your right. You understand? What ibina when we will have to resort to revising courts. Na ko ite mako kari natale ntol luwa minfo nyin kayto na maria fena ntol ta bayno la ka fay ko ite make banku dinti mbe kayto nyin dialal bar na wato sita to go to the revising court if indina ite min anon ko ite mako nyi manke banku dinti na ngata nga challenge and prove your case beyond reasonable doubt. It's not for the IEC to do that.
Thank you.
Bepare konyo ko yendani nunjang jani dia mo bekela. Ko mbe mu ne fola banko di
ngana wolta den because time of la bandere anu bi mun jumoldi kabo ngala no nyimbe bola nang IEC le nyimbe kala kumalti mi alonko adol fanna kulo mi al ngala sula kulo made and very important message from the chairman down to all the staffs of IEC. So this is a final message from you. Almost one less season.
Yes.
What is your message? Send that to the Gambian people and all those who are registered or those who are aspiring to register and those who want to contest for election and those who are actually trying to organize themselves to vote for other people. Because IEC is a very credible body. Mialongo is established by the laws of the Gambia. Purukaje ko Gambia nga karre fa soto ja mialongo aman hanatra amanke kala karre fa di mialongo abedina kala kono. So yamu message le soto be mi siala Gambia no lié pour mo be sa moy once and for all. Thank you very much.
Mba commencer le te fangolea.
Okay.
Iko soma ibeta karte nyindila.
No problem. Yes.
Ibeta nyila minto.
I am going up to Fonyi.
Fonyi sata jama?
Kam Mamudu.
Yes. Ini jamale beta?
Ndol we organize bosses, boss or leben sambala.
Alta nyini.
Yes, exactly.
So ngani kuma men foyete. Ni mo koden fanan soto. Wala mo moro nding be man na moyla. Wuli ni man carte nyini soto e wuli eta nyini. E nyantole. Ni al ijikita ko ite mu banku dingut. Isidala ka soto wuli eta nyini. Bare aborin kola nyin Gambia. Ya long ngo IEC be muneke kampuru kairo ay sabati jani election of ausita wala nyintu ko mol be kantale loi lebe lorin nyati limola nyanta katani loi la kana loi tinya politiko abinala abita bantenite wati ntolle beta la nyoka ntolle kata nyola futu sitoye ntolle kata nyola manyo kuliyoye ntolle kata adiata akuyata ntolle kata ranyoye politiko bukana so ngamuta jeto Gambia ya kumase no njang iko smiling coast of Africa so that being the case politiko kana dun tol tema fo kuya anin tinyaro we ntolle nyanta Gambia datala election no wala pour nyitigo mun mi nyanta kantol nyaton kaya nkanyin karde ko min fo bi nka waleta ngollondi je yentol nyaton kaya la yo nyaton kaya fana iko ngadi amu Gambia no ngume nyaton ko fana ni nata moli tombo ngisita je du kare ye mira nyin kamala ko amanke ko minuli ya fayenye wala minul ma fayenye Gambia mu Gambiality amanke mo klintati be letamu na be muta kaira kono anu nyato ta be soto no wonyama
abaraka bake Suleiman Diouf, right?
Yes.
Suleiman Diouf la fo at long adminti at the IC at ngatele soto nan jambi pour kachaki ani madi jobat la nyanda talla jang madi jobat fana mo farmansare balde banko di ya fanala andu Gambia no la ke ila akalo ila kuole bakele so abare unfortunately madi manano because of haji lenat na mialo ko akeda emergency amanna but alhamdulillah man ke nimsa kuti ka Suleiman Diouf soto jamia lonko anad nan janne ngakachake exclusively on IEC and Mialongo is very important. It's a roadway to peaceful Gambia because the election among free, among fair, among transparent is going to be very difficult for us to have a peaceful Gambia. So akumada bagale bi purunga IEC la senior mano soto jam Mialongo bi anadna janga kacha soto and mol fana ye call ke ka suggestion all di ka comments di pour IEC ada fande minibita IEC komi ka lonko IEC fungo fe na Gambian people are watching. Your every footstep, they are not sleeping, they are watching. So as a result, you people should try to make sure that you are credible, you people should make sure that you are reliable, people should make sure that at any point in time, you don't sacrifice the dignity and the integrity of this country. So wakola mbal tentulam mbal jaila and coming afala nyami peace talk so aman danjanto we go around in we have WhatsApp groups, you can be following on our WhatsApp groups also. Mialongo, we keep on preaching and advocating for peace. You can just text the number on WhatsApp. I will add you to the group, and we are also telling you, komiko, Gambia muntal di komaya fanyame. Karefa yo katala kana, ngana try by all means nga dunyola, wala nga kuke nyola mialo ni karefa yo tambita bendim salal. Gambia nol, Gambia muntal di. Al nga lo nga Gambia dada, fitno na Gambia dada. Kairo ning nyoyaye wala be Gambia dadala. So woto baltendula mbaljala Allah hoslem ala sana jallo modol kay justice. See you next week same time. Thank you.